Welcome again. We're here for a second meditation, which I will discuss briefly, and then we will do together. And again, we'll spend maybe 10 minutes doing this meditation. And this meditation is a kind of focused or single-pointed meditation, but the object is not so clear in terms of being an object. It's our mind, it's the mind itself. And the mind has two essential qualities, which are awareness. And people ask me, well, what's awareness? Well, we're aware all the time when we're alive before we die. We're always aware. Even sometimes in dream, some people can know they're in dream when they're dreaming, lucid dreaming. So when the mind is, when we're awareness is this quality of just being. Okay? Rock doesn't have awareness. Okay? There's a debate about trees. Some people think trees do have awareness. The classical Buddhist understanding is that trees do not have awareness. Certainly trees and plants can interact, certainly. But the Buddhist understanding is that they don't have minds, don't have consciousness. So we're going to focus on our minds. And basically this is a meditation where we're going to stay in the present. Because when we go into the future or in the past with our hopes and expectations and wishes in the future and our worries and anxiety and kind of ruminations about the past, we're out of the present and therefore we're no longer focusing on the mind. Now, focusing on the mind is an interesting meditation. It's sometimes called non-referential, meaning that there's actually no object that the mind is focusing on. Okay? So what that means is it's more of a non-dual experience or meditation. We're non-dually just being awareness itself. And the second important quality of mind is clarity. So it's not like we are over here looking at clarity and awareness over there. Rather, we are becoming awareness and clarity itself. No separation between ourself and the awareness and clarity. We are awareness and clarity. Okay? How do we achieve that? How do we do that? We just let the mind settle. We try not to do anything. Now in Hong Kong that's hard because we're always doing. And in many places in the world it's hard because modern life is very active. We're even multitasking. We're doing several things at once. Okay? So here our job is just to not do anything. So the analogy is a glass of water that's filled with dirty water. We take that glass and we just put it down on the table. And we don't do anything. We just let gravity naturally settle that dirt in the water to the bottom. And when the dirt reaches the bottom, the water is crystal clear, transparent. Okay? So we're going to do that. Nothing. Okay? Thoughts may come up. We're not going to chase them. We're just going to leave them. Sounds may come up. We're not going to go over to the sound. We're not going to chase after it. We're not going to grab it. Just going to leave it. Okay? Thoughts may well come up. Just leave them be. Sensations in the body may come up. I have a little pain, or I might be feeling a little bliss. Just leave it. Please don't engage it. That's our job, to do nothing. Okay? Now, we sit a little bit different for this meditation. Our eyes will be open and we'll be looking straight ahead, but a little bit up. So for the people sitting in front of me, I won't actually be looking at them. I'll be looking slightly up. And similarly, for you sitting in front of me, You don't look right at me, you'll look above me a little bit, okay? Secondly, the eyes should be soft. Soft gaze. You don't want to really capture with your eyes any visual forms. You don't want to actually stare at something. Okay? Whatever is in front of you, just leave the eyes gentle and try not to fix on any one thing. So we have kind of what I call a broad perspective, a wide perspective, or a panoramic vision. So we kind of feel that we can see everything with our eyes, hear everything with our ears. So we're wide open, but we're not focusing on anything. Our hands should be on our knees, and everybody's built a little differently. So you find if they should be above the knees a little bit, or below the knees, or right on the knees. You want to do it so your body stays with your back straight and comfortable. So you find that place on your knees below, on, or just above where you're comfortable. Okay? Yes?
Is it okay to sit on our knees?
You can sit, for this meditation, almost any way you like. You can even stand or sit in a chair. The important thing is to keep the back straight. And we try to be comfortable, as comfortable as we can is important. Because this kind of meditation, we totally relax. Now, something that I mentioned earlier is very, very important. We want to balance between relaxation and alertness. If we're only relaxed, what happens? We fall asleep, okay? If we're only alert, what happens? The mind's going to go boom, 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 into the future, into the past, jumping everywhere, and we're no longer in the present. So we want to balance being relaxed and being alert. Okay? How do we do that? It's a personal thing. You have to find that over time through your meditation. Sometimes you'll find you'll be more sleepy, sometimes more monkey mind, and you'll just have to kind of try to work with balancing those. Now, some little techniques that you can use are temperature, light, and food. Okay? For example, if your mind is always jumping around, then in terms of temperature, you want to make the environment warmer. So put on another sweater or jacket. Okay? If, on the other hand, we're always just kind of tending to fall asleep in our meditation, then make yourself cooler. Okay? Temperature, similarly, if you're always kind of falling asleep, make it a little cooler. Take off a jacket. Okay, get fresh air. Open the window. And if you find that your mind is jumping around a lot, then become a little warmer. Put something on. Have the lights brighter if you tend to fall asleep, and a little bit less light if you tend to be too active, jumping around. And lastly, food. If this is kind of a regular thing for you, so that when you're meditating, most of the time you're falling asleep or tending to fall asleep, then eat lighter food. Less oils, less fats, and maybe slightly less quantity. You don't want to starve yourself, but just a little bit less quantity. And the other side, if you find that most of the time your mind is jumping around, then eat a little bit heavier foods, maybe a little bit more oils. Okay, and slightly more quantity. Okay, and lastly, sleep. It's important to get good sleep. So if you're not getting good sleep, you will probably be tired during your meditation and may fall asleep. Okay, so try best you can to get good sleep. I know when we're very active and busy in a place like Hong Kong and other similar places in the world, we have too much to do. We can't sleep enough. But it's important to get good rest. Okay, so try to balance your sleep. Not too little, not too much. So let's meditate, and we'll meditate for about 10 minutes, and I'll guide you a little during the meditation. I'll make a few comments to kind of guide us. Back straight, shoulders down, just to relax. And during the meditation, if you feel some tension in your body, go ahead and a little bit shake it out. That's okay. That's okay. Okay for this meditation. And for this meditation, you can keep your mouth slightly open. If it doesn't happen naturally, it's okay, but we generally keep it slightly open the mouth. Please meditate. If your mind is focusing on anything, such as a sound, just let it go. Stay wide open in the present. Panoramic vision, as if you could see everywhere, in front, to the sides, back, above, down, as if you could see everywhere. Try to remain in that clarity, that alertness. After lunch, we tend to be a little sleepy. Try to keep the eyes open, keep the mind fresh, alert, clear, vibrant. A little like a child when he or she walks into the playroom with many things to play with. They just try to stay in that state of mind. Totally relax. Relax your mind, relax your body. At the same time, stay awake, stay alert. Let that dirt in the glass settle. So the water becomes crystal clear. If you see lights, if you have pain, if you have some joy, just leave it be. You don't have to engage it. You don't have to grasp at it. Just leave it. Stay in the present. Stay relaxed. If you have a little tightness in your jaw, then just kind of move your mouth open and closed a little bit. Just let those muscles relax. If your shoulder's a little tight, then just kind of let your shoulder move a little bit. Just get some nice relaxation in that shoulder. If your neck is a little sore, just kind of move your neck a little bit. Let it relax. Stop your meditation.